Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here. Welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here and I am glad to be here. We're going to put the fourth pillar now together on our the final pillar of the empowered leadership approach. The whole idea is here, how can we strengthen leadership in our homes and in our business and have it something that we always can lean on and always can move forward on? If you remember, gratitude is the overarching, what we now call the linchpin. It's the linchpin for the empowered leadership approach. Gratitude involves cultivating a deep sense of appreciation for the people, experiences, and opportunities in our life. Gratitude attracts. Gratitude will boost your confidence and self-esteem. And the cool thing about it is you can be grateful in whatever your circumstances are. You don't have to wait for the rainbow to enjoy the rain. As the linchpin, gratitude is the cohesion. You might call it the interconnection that brings together and reinforces what we're now calling the foundational elements of the metaphorical structure of the empowered leadership approach. So the first pillar, you recall the first pillar? Purpose. Knowing your why, knowing where you're going. It's about continuous improvement. There are no finish lines. A clear vision supported by well-documented and agreed upon principles will guide your decisions, your choices, and actions. So second one is purpose. And the outcome of purpose is always energy. When you're clear about what you're doing, when you know what you're doing, you get clarity about anything. The outcome of that is always an increase in energy. The second one was balance, not just balance, harmonic balance. Balance, everybody talks about balance between work and home. No. Look, think of it as an orchestra. If you played every instrument the same at the same time, same loud, it would sound horrible. The game is the opportunity is, how do we develop harmonic balance in our lives? It's like having air in your tires. You don't want to drive around with one tire completely empty and one tire overinflated, but you do want to adjust the tires and the air in those tires so when you hit the curves of life, you don't roll over. So you want to get some harmonic balance in those areas that you value most. Your health, your physical, emotional, and spiritual health, your work, your ambition, your personal life, and your relationships. And you eliminate wobble when you can do that. So you get this sense of balance, helps you to stay centered, focused, resilient, even in the face of adversity. You will be a better choice maker. You will have the ability to say no to even the very important, because you realize there's a bigger yes burning inside. Okay, so now the third pillar. We've got clarity that's giving us energy. We've got balance that's giving us speed. The third pillar last week we talked about was focus. And focus is all about where do we direct our energy, our unique ability, our attention, and resources. And we want to direct them into those activities and relationships that generate the greatest results, don't we? That's it. By prioritizing our day-to-day activities and focusing in on those activities that will generate the greatest results for us, we will then become more efficient. And we can avoid distractions. We can avoid unnecessary tasks. We can say no. We can prioritize our efforts towards achieving the milestones that we value most. So this will enable us to become more productive. It'll enable you to become more productive, more efficient, more effective, and it'll move you closer to your vision and mission, and you eliminate waste. So think about it. Okay, one is your vision expands, you've got clarity. Two is you get velocity. Three, you eliminate waste. Now, if you've done all of that, what happens to your confidence? See, and that introduces us to the fourth and final pillar of the empowered leadership approach, and that's confidence. Confidence always generates greater opportunity. It attracts. The outcome of confidence is always attractance. It attracts greater opportunities and greater relationships into your life. That feeling of secure, self-assured in your ability and in the choices and decisions you make, having that clear purpose, the harmonic balance, that all of that attracts confidence. And as a result of it, you're also going to build more trust, respect, and admiration from those around you. It'll inspire others to want to work with you, to learn from you, and to follow your lead. Overall, confidence is a key element in the empowered leadership approach. Now let's put it together. Okay, we put it together. Gratitude is the linchpin. Without gratitude, everything goes. Okay, but then clarity brings energy. Balance brings acceleration. Focus eliminates waste or makes you more efficient. And then with confidence, the greatest attractant, what are you attracting? Greater relationships. So what's going to happen to your clarity? You're actually going to be able to see bigger opportunities. You're actually going to be able to then, when you see bigger opportunities, using your balance, your focus, and your confidence, all of that's going to increase, and you're going to be on a helixical spiral where leadership is constantly striving and climbing and attracting people. And you don't have to elevate yourself in leadership by pushing anybody down. You will attract them to you as you rise up in your leadership quest. I hope this has been helpful. It's been helpful for me to think it through. So we'll refer to this frequently going forward. I want you to have a meaningful week. So go out and make this a meaningful week, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.